Alrighty, hello everyone, Petmaster37 here, and welcome to a new-ish series we're going to be doing on the channel for the next couple of days. Welcome to Titanic Week 2025. Yes, I've got a lot of stuff planned for this week. Well, let me explain what this week is before I say what I've got anything big planned. So Titanic Week is going to be a series running on the channel from today, April 10th, 2025 to April 15th. That being the 5 days Titanic was sailing before she sank. So, yeah, so I'm going to do a stream every day until then for Titanic Week. And hopefully you guys are coming along for the ride this month, or this week, this year. I plan to do a new one of these every year. So, yeah. So, we're going to be building on the Titanic world. Every day, we're going to be doing something new each day. And starting with changing some walls. Now, what I've been doing is I have been going throughout the ship, and sorry I have to talk quiet, guys, it is 11 o'clock at night, I'm the only one awake, and I don't want to wake anyone up. Hopefully tomorrow's stream will be a lot more energetic, but I've been going through the ship, deck by deck, and I've been changing the passenger rooms to more fancy-ish walls, the corridors, just to make the ship look a little more complete in my eyes, as opposed to all the walls being just straight pillar quartz. And I've been doing a different thing with these walls as well. I know, crazy. I'm getting sidetracked with so much stuff, and it's wild. But April's just not a good month for me. Alright, so you guys kind of get the gist. I'm going off of the game Titanic, Adventure at a Time, because they have a couple interior shots which I'm trying to follow up to the best of my ability. And we're going to be on B deck today. Okay, we're going to be on B deck today, changing out the walls and all that. So, without further ado, let's continue. And I'm just doing the corridors. I have one job, I know. I have many jobs. It's wild. I've got so much stuff going on. Yeah. I've been quite stressed recently. But I'm trying to, get back into the swing of things, YouTube-wise. There's just been a lot going on recently, and I've just been trying to, because of band, yeah. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Yeah, I've been quite busy, because of YouTube and various other things. I finally went out today and I saw the Minecraft movie, which I thought was very, very good. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought they had a lot of really funny Really funny jokes. Chicken jock. I didn't have a crazy theater. The theater didn't go crazy during that moment, but to be fair, the movie's been out for a week, and no, I'm not gonna watch Snow White. I don't plan on it. Like, the only Disney movie live action one I'll probably go out of my way to watch is Moana, because... Oh, I might watch Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch I might watch. The live-action Moana when it comes out, I'll watch. And that's probably it. Unless Disney wants to do a live-action Emperor's New Groove. I'd probably definitely watch that. What other movie would probably be a go-to for me? I mean, live-action Tangled wouldn't be... I don't think would be too bad. Live-action Mickey Mouse, how would that work physically? I mean, if Disney... Okay, live-action Mickey Mouse would be terrifying, but I think we can all agree if Disney decides to bring back the Mickey Mouse shorts, everyone would be all over those. Those were my favorite. I don't know how they plan on doing it, but that would be amazing. They'd almost have to do a CGI for live-action Mickey Mouse, like maybe motion tracking? But that's really the only way I could see them doing that. Yeah, they made a ride on it, the Runaway Railway. Yeah. Now, how did I just do the same thing twice? Yeah, I'd like to... I still would like to go to Disney just to ride that ride, I think. Really, probably just for that ride and the Indiana Jones ride. My calm voice. No, it's my quiet voice. I'm gonna go up against Markiplier for the world's quietest Let's Play. Which I doubt he'll ever respond to. But if, Mark, if you're ever watching any of these videos, I will go up against you for the world's quietest Let's Play. It will happen. Did I get the Heartache show tape? No, crazy, I haven't been checking my email recently. Let's all take a moment to... I'm gonna talk about where I've been the past couple days. So, I just went to Pittsburgh today, and that's never always... like, 9 times out of 10, that's mostly never a fun trip to make. That whole folder official. Oh, sweet. It's on Discord. Oh. No, I haven't been really much on that Discord server. I've been around. See, I went to Pittsburgh yesterday for a concert. was better than I thought it was going to be. So it was okay. And past couple days, I've been really tired from work, so I really haven't gotten a chance to vibrant visuals. Is that on? If it's on Bedrock, probably. Yeah, my PS4 might blow up. Um, at some point, like probably later in the year, I do want to upgrade to PS5. I would like to upgrade to PS5 at some point. I'm. I really don't know what I'm waiting for. Oh, also another thing. And GTA. I'm probably not gonna play GTA 6. Like, honestly, I don't know. The GTA series isn't really like my cup of tea, really. I mean, yeah, I played it on the channel. I played um, GTA Online, but like, I don't know. It's just not really my cup of tea to play. Look at the newer PS5. All right. The only problem with me is I don't really have a space to put PS5. Because I'm definitely going to be standing mine up because I think it looks so much better that way. I think the way when it stands up, it looks so much better. So I'm going to have to sit it like that. I don't really have a space on my dresser to really put it. And I have this little, like, alcove kind of thing, but it... What's this? Oh, lavatory. Anyway, so back to what I was talking about. Back to the downside is new PS5 is all digital. Yeah, I definitely want one with a disc drive because that's pretty much the only way I collect games is digitally or physically. And I think that would be just... Plus, I think it would be a lot better like that. Um, anyway, back to the whole reason for this week. Yes, it is Titanic week. April 10th, if you guys don't know. The Titanic, I mean... really, have you been to the channel before? Would be a good starting question. The Titanic. The probably the most famous ship in the world. A separate disc. Yeah, I've seen that. I think that is stupid. But yes, RMS Titanic, the most famous, arguably the most famous ship in the world, because of the tragedy, of course. And as you all, yeah, Sony wants money. Yeah. I mean, that's every company, to be fair. Just some try to make it a little less discreet. So, RMS Titanic, yeah. I don't know, Nintendo's getting kind of crazy with their prices, but Nintendo's getting a little. Alright, so RMS Titanic, like I said, the most famous ship, arguably the most famous ship in the world, due to the tragedy, due to it sinking on its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York, blah blah blah. Again, if you really don't know what the Titanic is, I'm not going to sit here and explain the whole thing to you. But, yeah, so I'd like to do a little Remembrance Week for the Titanic every year in my own way. I think this is the first year I'm doing something for YouTube. For the Titanic, which is, I guess, pretty cool on my end. Expensive prices. I don't know where to stand on the whole $80 for Nintendo Switch 2. I really don't know where to stand on that one, because yes, it's very going to be a big, it was a big turnoff for a lot of people. I agree that the $80 price was like a big turnoff for a lot of people, but I don't know. I feel like Nintendo's one of the ones that you know they can deliver. I mean, really, the last commercial bomb Nintendo had was the Wii U, which, say what you want, I love my Wii U. I've had it for many years at this point, and yeah, I love my Wii U, but a lot of people don't. Henceforth, Nintendo porting a lot of those games to Switch because of it, so. I don't know, it's gonna be a big. I just can't see myself justifying buying a Switch 2 until a lot more interesting games come out on it. Like, I can't justify myself buying one day one. Like, I need to wait until more games come out. That's why I waited buying a Switch 2, or a regular Switch. Just, I don't know, again, I see both upsides and downsides. I mean, to be fair, Nintendo's just really trying to stay to, like, let's be honest, the Switch 2 probably cost them, like, let's be honest, the reason the game's probably so expensive is just because the console is just expensive to produce. Like, if we're talking, like, modern gen graphics, like 4K and, like, just, like, 4K on with the dock, like, yeah, it's, an interesting argument to make. One wrong thing. Yeah, that I don't do digital games really too much. I mean, PlayStation I kind of make an exception to because you kind of get free digital games every so often. It's pretty nice. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna branch off the whole console talk because I'm branch off the whole console talk and talk about this week. So Titanic week, and like I said, every day we're gonna be streaming a video of us working on a different thing for the Titanic here, with the end goal being to be able to do something new with the Alright, so yeah. Titanic today. So 100 and, let's see, how many years ago would it have been? Everyone do the math. 113 years ago, Titanic set sail for the very first time. She left Southampton, England, at around, give or take, I'm looking at the wrong day. Roughly afternoon today. Is it 114? No. No. 113 because she sank in 1912. April 10th, 1912 is where we're gonna to. I know. I had to think about that for a second though, so that's kind of. Perhaps I may not be the perfect person to host this if I had to think about that one. Alright, so roughly after noon, Titanic was delayed, I think, 15 to 10 minutes from departing Southampton. Yep, she left Southampton shortly after noon today. A scene that is pretty famously depicted in James Cameron's film, and I think every film about her. and she set sail for Cherbourg, France, which is where her next stop would be. During this time, I think it's on this trip to Cherbourg that, yeah, it's where a lot of the only photos of Titanic were taken on board by Father Francis Brown, who was on the ship. I think he was going to either Belfast. Yeah, he was going to Belfast. And he took some of the only 100% confirmed photos of Titanic before she sank, due to the fact that they were going to take photos of Titanic in New York's harbor when she would reach there. Because they already took photos of her sister Olympic, which is pretty much the exact same ship, just a few minor differences, but if you weren't like a big ship nerd, they're pretty much the same ship. So, Titanic. So they said, okay, we're not going to have the same photos in Southampton of the same ship. We're going to wait till we get to New York to take pictures of the Titanic. Unfortunately, due to circumstances, in 4 days, 3 days, right? 11, 12, 13, 4 days. I'm not good with math. Titanic would never reach New York, which is very unfortunate. We will be covering the events of Titanic's voyage throughout this day. So Titanic's steaming along, and she's trying to navigate outside of Southampton's port, and there are a lot of ships docked on the sides of the port. This is because there was a giant coal strike in England at the time, and I do believe it just ended around this time. So Titanic is sailing along, and there are a lot of ships docked because a lot of ships gave their coal that would keep them going to fuel Titanic's maiden voyage, sorry. Which is pretty cool. So due to a lot of ships being docked, there is a certain ship called the SS New York, irony at its finest, if you ask me, gets broken free from her, they're not tethers, her mooring lines, which is what ties a ship to a port with. So the mooring lines are snapped from the New York, causing her to drift dangerously close to Titanic's propellers, which her propellers giving off a lot of horsepower. You know, it looks like there's going to be trouble, but due to the skill, if you will, of the crew, the knowledge of the crew, she just barely maneuvers. The New York is just pulled in time, and everything is pretty smooth from there. And she sails to Cherbourg, which she reaches at 6:35 p.m. Tonight. Now, Cherbourg is not a big port whatsoever. So, because of this, and Titanic being 882 feet and a half long, Titanic is forced to dock on the outer outskirts, if you will. She had to port on the outskirts and have her sister, or her younger sisters, the Nomadic and the Traffic, actually bring passengers to her, which is estimated to be about 142 first-class passengers. I'm reading this off a list. 30 second-class and 102 third-class passengers, and about 15 first and 9 second-class passengers get off the ship at this point. And she leaves Cherbourg and heads to Queenstown, Ireland. And she leaves at 8:10, or give or take 8:10 p.m., and is now steaming towards, is it Southern Ireland? Yep, Southern Ireland. So, quite a big journey. So right at this moment, 113 years ago, Titanic would be sailing to Ireland. And yeah, so pretty cool stuff, if you ask me. Okay, what was the paneling design I did here? So these are in the corners, and I'm going to try doing the paneling design in the grand staircase. Just to make this look a bit more fancy, if you will. You guys know I like make stuff look fancy. Or sorry, fancy. So yeah. So with Titanic on the way, I will be documenting her voyage throughout the days. So if you guys are excited for the very first Titanic week on the channel, go ahead and hit that like button and notification bell if you don't want to miss the future episodes, if you will. It wants to put a dash fire for Rockfire, but oh yeah, the Rockfire series will not be continuing until Titanic Week is done. This is the only thing we're going to be really worrying about. There's a creaking heart for everybody. Yeah, this is the only thing we're going to be worrying about for the next 5 days and counting. So, sorry if that disappoints you guys a little bit. We will be back with the Rockfire explosion after. Unfortunately this year, and I'm actually kind of upset we're not going to be able to do it, I will not be able to be streaming during the actual sinking hours, which would be from 11:40 to oh, what happened? Oh, that's a dresser, that's why. yeah, I won't be able to stream during the sinking hours, which I'm a bit upset about. I also probably wouldn't be streaming during the sinking hours due to I usually watch the Titanic Honor and Glory stream for that day, but we will be doing a stream the day after, which I took off work for, which I would have taken off more days, but I already had to take off today, and whoops, I just broke the spigots, the faucets, if you will. So yeah, there's going to be a stream every day, and with finally the grand finale, which will be, I think we all know what happens at the end of this week, so. So yeah, everyone right now would probably be asleep on the Titanic, ready for their big journey. I guess I can talk about some of the more famous names that are on the Titanic at this moment. That including like we already previously mentioned, Father Brown is on the ship. Chairman of the White Star Line, J. Bruce Ismay, is on the ship. He's actually housed in this cabin down here. Is it 51, 53, or is it 52? Nope, it's 51, 53, and 55. And if I'm wrong at that one, I'm sorry. But, oh, there we go. He will be villainized during the sinking for a multitude of reasons. In reality, he really wasn't as bad as everybody plays him out to be in the movies. Actually being, in my eyes, one of the heroes on Titanic that night. But that's really still up to debate. Let's see, who else would be on the ship? Chief Engineer Thomas Andrews is on the ship in an A-deck cabin, which we will hopefully see later down the line, hopefully in this episode. And this is going to be a shorter episode here, as we're probably only gonna go like 15 more minutes. I'm trying to keep these confined to the day. One of these days, there is would actually be an injury on the Titanic. That's not till later. Injury before the sinking, I should say, as there are plenty of injuries, needless to say, during. And do I like this in here? I do. I actually really like that design, so yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with it. Don't worry, guys. Tomorrow's stream, we will be talking at full volume. So you guys will hopefully be able to hear me a little bit better. I did not just mean to destroy that, so we're just going to replace the door real quick. Like nothing ever happened, of course. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy or join me in this journey this week. It will, I hope it'll be a fun, or an interesting week, I hope. A few of you, learned something about the Titanic and the day she was, sailing. Okay, I'm gonna have to, take that sign. A deck, here we come. Alright, I think that's the last thing I have to do for A deck here. Oh no, I'm going to travel to the grand staircase. The aft grand staircase. And I think this should be the last thing for A deck. By the way, Thomas Andrews, chief engineer, would be in A36. He's also another reason. Another one of Titanic's heroes, as, you know, he built the thing. Well, not by himself, of course, but he designed the ship. Well, the head of design. We'll go A deck there. So yeah, I hope you all join me as I'm hoping by the end of this week, this whole ship will be ready to copy and paste over, because I am going to copy and paste it. I'm trying to copy and paste it to do like a timeline of things. Like, I'll do a copy and paste of Titanic. Like, at the different ports, of course, Titanic sinking, just so, because I have a lot of people in my life who don't know a ton about the sinking or anything like that, so hopefully the different diagrams, I don't know what the word to use, but, oh, I have to do all the inside of that, don't I? was happening here? Okay, it was for the door, and then, okay, around the window. Oh yeah, I have it. Okay. Oops. Okay, so yeah, this hopefully makes the ship look a bit more unique, other than just plain walls. At least I think it looks a bit better, if you will. I think spruce, right? Okay. I don't know, for some reason I thought it was dark oak I had, because I used dark oak accidentally for one of these rooms. Instead of stripped spruce, I used stripped dark oak. I was really surprised when I was watching the Minecraft movie of just how many cameos and references they put in there. Like, they knew, like, you could really tell who they were trying to impress, if you will. Like, they were really, I think, paying tribute to the fans, which is actually a big reason some of the scores are really low on the movie, even though it kind of broke the record of being the highest grossing video game movie. So, like, you could tell the fans were the ones that were supposed to oops. The fans were the ones it was really targeted towards. Like, as a fan, I enjoyed it, and I'm gonna keep spoilers. I'm gonna keep my talk spoiler free for right now, especially, like, probably at least another week. I think. Alright, so how's this looking so far? I really like it. I do really like it, so. The lag is unfortunately an issue. Alright, what is the time? Alright, so I'm gonna finish up these walls here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. with this last couple blocks being placed, that is going to do it for day one. I almost just fell of the Titanic of 2025's Titanic week. Sorry for the short first episode, guys. Uh, it only gets better from here, is all I'm gonna say. So, I do hope you all enjoyed, and I will see all of you in the next episode. Bye bye!